Hello, good morning, my dear students. My name is Snigdha and I am here to teach you English. So, how are you all doing? How are you? Yes, okay, so even I am fine, thank you. So, coming to our topic for today, in the last few classes, we learned something about speaking, writing, listening, reading, grammar, pronunciation, and all. And in today's class, we are going to focus a little more on speaking. Okay, so when you speak, the first and foremost important thing is to introduce yourself, right? Yes, so that is the objective of today's class. We are going to learn something about self introduction and how to introduce oneself a little more effectively. So, self introduction. What is self introduction? Peter, can you tell me what is self introduction? Yes, as the word itself, from the word itself, it is clear. As the word itself says, introducing ourselves, telling about ourselves to someone who doesn't know us, right? So, when do we introduce ourselves? Can you name out a few situations that require self introduction? Yes, so when you are meeting a person for the first time, when a person doesn't know you, you have to introduce yourself to that person. Very good. So, the first one is done. And what about the second one? Yes, very good, Amy. On the first day of your school, you will introduce yourself, right? Yes. And any other situation? Yes, at the time of an interview, when you are being interviewed, the interviewer is definitely going to ask you to introduce yourself or talk about yourself. Yes, very good. Yes, so these are the three situations that actually necessitates a self-introduction. So how do we introduce yourself? How do we introduce ourselves? Yes, so before we move on to the topic of self-introduction, I will just read out a model self-introduction for you. Okay, is that okay? Yes. My name is Mary. I am 26 years old. I am from Brazil. I am a teacher. I love to read and write poetry. Yes, so that is the self-introduction of Mary. So tell me, what has she said in the self-introduction? What are the details that she has given in the self-introduction? Yes, the first one was her name. You can just make a note of it. The first main point to be included in the self-introduction is a person's name. We have to tell about our name first. And what did she say next? Yes, about her age. It is an optional thing. If you want to disclose your age to the person who is listening, you can tell them about your age. If you don't want them to know about your age, you need to include that. So age is done. And what is the next thing that she said? Yes, her country. She is from Brazil, right? Yes, so you can mention something about your country as well. And what is the next thing that she said? Yes, her occupation, her profession. So she is a teacher by her profession. So if you are a student, you can just mention that. Okay, yes. So name, age, country, profession. And she also mentioned about one more thing. What is it? Yes, something about her hobbies and interests. Her hobbies include reading poetry, right? Yes. So how many of you here enjoy reading poetry? Okay, very good. Most of you enjoy reading poetry. And how many of you write poetry? Very good. There are 5 to 6 poets as well in our classroom. Very good. Yes, so that is it about self-introduction. You can also tell about your interests. So tell me, Emma, what is your interest? What are your hobbies? Gardening, interesting. And what are your hobbies, Sam? Watching TV, very good. And what about you, Linda? Okay, that's also a very interesting hobby. So now I will just give you an introduction to myself. Okay, so that and after that you are going to write down. I have already given you a questionnaire. So in that you will be asked about your name, age, your country, your profession and also your hobbies and interests. So you are going to fill out the questionnaire. And similarly, using that as a model, you can also present your self-introduction in front of the class. So I will just start with my self-introduction. My name is Nita and I am from India. I am 27 years old and I love to teach. My profession is a teacher. Yes, so my hobbies include gardening, cooking, reading poetry is also my hobby. Okay, so now coming to you all. Who is going to come first here and introduce yourself? Sam, will you come first? Yes, please come and introduce yourself to your friends. And do not remember to include your Do not forget to include your name, your age, your country, your interests and hobbies, and also your profession. Okay, please, Sam. Yes, so Sam is from Australia. He is a student. He loves to read books. He is a voracious reader. He is also a writer. Yes, very good, Sam. Very good. That was a very good self-introduction. And now who is going to come next? Okay, Emily, you can come and introduce yourself. Yes, so we also listened to the self-introduction by Emily. That also was a very interesting self-introduction. So now that you have learned to introduce yourself, I'll give you a few minutes to write about yourself, okay? And it should also have these details, and along with that, you can also include additional details. What are the additional details that you can include in your self-introduction? Yes, very good. You can also include something about your family. You can tell your listeners about your family, right? Yes. And what are the extra details? Yes, you can tell them something about your education, maybe from where did you do your schooling, from where did you complete your college education and everything. Very good. Yes, so it's up to you. Okay, you can write a self-introduction about yourself and you can bring that in the next class. You can do that as homework. Thank you.